Better this than being some dust wrangler on Montara Luna.
I need a word. Welcome back. Any luck finding out who stole that ship from Hope Tech? Glad you got a chance to meet him. Sounds like you're making real progress. You're off to a good start, but that's all it is, a start. What did you learn from this starship thief? Well done, Deputy. Sounds like you've got a couple of new leads to follow up on. I have a guess who Marco might be. I served with Maya Cruz. She's a technical genius and an expert hacker. I could give you some background if you want it, or we can go straight to planning your next move. Like what? Most likely place would be the clinic. It's in Freestar Collective space and provides the best medical services credits can buy. They also guarantee privacy, so it's an ideal place for someone trying to keep a low profile. Ranger Ben Armistead is posted there. I'll send him an update on the situation. Guess we're done here. Welcome back. Grace Early? Yeah, I've heard the name once or twice. Sounds like you're making real progress. Good. Stay focused on the task at hand and don't take your eye off the target. That's how a ranger should think. What did you learn from this starship thief? Now we're getting somewhere. Sounds like you've got a couple of new leads to follow up on. I have a guess who Marco might be. I served with Maya Cruz. She's a technical genius and an expert hacker. I could give you some background if you want it, or we can go straight to planning your next move. All right. How can I help? Around the time he got out of jail, we started hearing Marco's name in circulation. Word is he's heading up a smuggling racket. Based on what you've learned, I'd presume he's funneling his ill-gotten gains to the First. Ranger Autumn McMillan is out at Red Mile right now looking into the smuggling operation. I suggest you pool your resources. Just remember, that's outside Freestar Collective space, so we've got no jurisdiction there. Your priority is to gather more intel about the First. What are they planning? Who are they working for? Where are they headquartered? Just remember that your targets were locked up because they were loyal to their unit. They think the Freestar Collective betrayed them. In other words, you ain't gonna get a warm welcome, so be careful. Good hunting, Deputy.
The clinic welcomes all patients, whether Freestar or UC.
And we're docked.
Hi.
Ma'am, I'm just
Please
curious.
disregard.
I
I
understand.
attempted an
I'm not
informal
making-
greeting,
Hey,
but
what can I do for you?
I'm just...
year now, Doctor.
And in that year, how many times have we had this conversation about late or missing shipments of supplies? That sounds right. 3 times. I will be making...
Yeah? Got some trouble? Oh, now hold on a minute. You're the new deputy, ain't you? Yeah, the marshal's been sending out reports, keeping us all in the loop in your investigation. Yep, I'm pretty well caught up on things. Ben Armistead, pleased to meet you. Well, I guess that's the long and short of it. You're the newest member of the Rangers, and I'm the oldest.
Ranger Armistead. How have you been?
Well, well. Ain't you that notorious smuggler, Barrett? I'm just pulling your leg. I know you left that life behind.
You had a lot to do with that, Ben. You could have put me away for a long time, but you gave me a second chance.
Well, I always knew you were a good egg who just got mixed up in some things. Hopefully, you found a better path in life.
I've been working with Constellation for a long time. Better pay, but I still get to travel.
So, is one of them first mercenaries here at the clinic? Well, every ranger knows it's important to trust your instincts. No better place in the settled systems to get medical treatment. You can bet it beats anything them UC piglets got. Ironic, given they're the ones who built it. I know just the man who can help you. Right this way, Deputy. Now, just between you and me, I ain't entirely sure why someone felt the need to station a ranger out here. I'm not much more than a glorified bodyguard for Dr. Darvish. She's the one in charge around here. And she's also on the Council of Governors. Most of the staff don't seem fond of the idea of me being here, and I ain't fond of them right back. Bunch of stuffy eggheads, if you ask me. Except Ari, that is. He's about the only one I can have a conversation with. Now, hey there, Ari. Working hard or hardly working?
Hey, Chief. A little more the former than the latter. What brings you by?
Well, the deputy here could use some help.
You ever hear
Came
that one
looking for
about the
someone
orphan
who
and the
might be a
platypus?
patient.
Funny stuff.
See what I can do.
Well, I'll leave you in Mr. Miller's capable hands.
Just
You
one
need
week
anything
without
else,
something
come in
weird.
my office.
That's not too much to ask.
I'll try to help you, but our computer systems have been having some issues. I'll take your word for it. So who's the suspect you're after? Former soldier, huh? They say war changes people forever. Makes me sad, the thought of soldiers who come home and don't fit in anymore. The name's not ringing any bells, but maybe we can approach this another way. Do you know what was wrong with her? That should help narrow things down. I can access the patient records from my terminal, assuming the database cooperates. Come on.
How does she expect me to get all of this done by myself?
It'd be enough to know that the Rangers are keeping an eye on us, but to have it be my own husband, so comforting.
Okay, give me just a minute here. Maya Cruz. Maya Cruz. Come on, Maya. I need you to be in here. Okay, finally. Here we go. Oh. No matches found for a Maya Cruz.
Hey, if you have time...
If Maya's here, then she's got to be using an alias.
Wanted to talk to you.
Which actually makes a lot of sense if she's a wanted woman. Yeah, let me think for a second. All right, hang on. I know that we do have a few female patients staying with us. There's Candace, what's her last name? Doolin. Candace Doolin. And then there's the Nakamori woman. I think her name's Jane. I don't recall offhand what they're here for, but it's a start. You're welcome to use the Ranger Station terminal. I'll enable admin access for you.
There a lot, right? Space. Just do us all the favor and never get in one of those spaces. Scum of the galaxy.
I don't mean to be rude, but unless this is a medical emergency, please get someone else to help you.
Yes, what do you want?
I'm sorry, but we don't permit unscheduled visitors to that area. You'll need to ask whoever it is that you wish to visit to make arrangements with me. Who exactly are you? You could be Solomon Coe himself, and my answer would be the same. No. The rules are the rules, no exceptions.
Oh, to hell with this guy.
Oh, I wasn't aware. I suppose if I can't trust a colleague, then I can't trust anyone. This will get you in. Conduct your investigation quickly and without disruption. I do hope you won't make me regret this.
Everything good? We're here to help.
Yeah, Ari's a good... I remember when I was a deputy, just see you around.
No matter how much we learn, we're up to this.
Got a minute to chat? Shit's released. Let's go.
You have my attention.
Take a break. Let's chat.
Greetings, Captain.
Crystals can contain a lot of useful. Stranger, let's chat sometime, okay? some planets, it takes a millennia for some cave formations to grow. On others, it can take days. I've been thinking a lot about my early days in Constellation lately. Got me pretty nostalgic, and I started digging in some old things, just sort of reminiscing. I found some of Irvin's last messages to me and thought I'd listen to them again to hear his voice. It was surreal, honestly. So most of the messages were everyday things. Lots of excitedly written news about biodiversity and plant life. But one thing stood out. In one of his messages, he mentioned this job that he took at a mine shortly before he died. He said something terrible was happening there. But the message was garbled after that. Ah, did I give it away somehow? It was my voice, right? I sounded too giddy? Too dramatic? Oh well, that's precisely correct. Well, Vasco helped me decipher it. Turns out the message was from Irvin, and he was begging me to help him. The message was short, but his voice was pained. He was so upset. I know this is probably long done, but I heard his voice. I can't just not look into it. So in this message, Irvin said he was being framed. He said they'll do it again. He asked if Constellation could send more help. It is, but I was thinking about it, and well, it's still wrong, right? So I figured, hey, I can do some sort of a remote investigation here, see what I can find out. There's gotta be a paper trail, right? Now, I happen to have a trustworthy contact who knows a bit about law and owes me a favor. I'd need to pay in advance in case there are any access fees or bribes. That works. I'll tell them to go ahead with the investigation. You know, hearing Irvin's voice again made me want to help him, even though I know I can't. Does that make any sense? I appreciate that. It's going to be hard to get some sleep tonight after all this. But the fact that I'm doing something about it might be enough to help. Hopefully poking around in old records doesn't catch the attention of Hephaestus. Well, anyway, I'll let you know if my contact finds anything. I've never seen a crystal so large. And I once landed on a planet covered in crystals. May as well, right?
Damage all systems.
What if
Well,
we leave a few things
what are you
here and
waiting
make
for?
a second trip?
Finish it.
You might not think so now, but it's likely to end up that way. How about I make this real simple for us both? I've got maybe a few weeks to live, and I ain't spending them behind bars. You want to put an end to me here and now? Then fine. Get it over with. Life's kicked me around enough as it is. But if you want to let me die on my own terms, then leave me in peace. Well, how about a test? Rangers are known to be handy with a gun. But here's a problem you'll have to solve with your brain instead. I've encrypted this slate. If you can crack it, you'll learn something useful. Now get out of here, and leave me in peace.
So, Miss Stay Up Late reading under the covers. Did you learn anything new from your book last night?
Don't pretend to be mad at me.
Docking
I know
procedure
you aren't
is
real.
complete.
I learned that back on Earth, people used to use this.
or unpaired. New chords are
Welcome to the Free Star Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. You're good to go. Have a nice time in Aquila City.
Sorry, spacewalk's always.
I know you're tired.
I'll say right up front, how about I just show you?
Good to see you.
Diego Monroe, at your service.
Helga says I spend too much time at my terminal. She's probably right. Hey there, Deputy. Way I hear it, you've been keeping busy jumping from one side of the Free Star Collective to the other. How do you like the job so far? That's good to hear. So, what brings you by? Well, well, what do we have here? Well, this is new. Very interesting indeed. I'll see what I can do. If you can get me another one of these, it'll give me more context for the encryption and should speed things up. In the meantime, you be careful out there, Deputy. From what I've heard, these mercs mean business.